The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, "The Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised." Then he said to all, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. What profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or forfeit himself?" The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So as we take off on this Lenten journey, we begin with the end in mind, right? We start already focusing on its goal. And this is pattern after Jesus. Jesus always began with the end in mind, and we see that today. And what was the end for him? The cross? No, the resurrection. Like the cross was something he endured to get to the resurrection, right? And we see it today. He's talking to his disciples, and he says, hey, the Son of Man will be killed and on the third day be raised. Jesus never in the scriptures speaks of his cross by itself. He always speaks of the cross in light of the resurrection. They always go hand in hand. The Son of Man will be killed and be raised. The cross isn't the goal, resurrection is. The cross is what he endured to get to the resurrection, you see? So same with us. We begin this Lenten journey not necessarily with the cross in mind, but with the resurrection, with Easter in mind. And to get to Easter, we got to go through Good Friday. That's the way it is. But we don't stop at Good Friday. We shoot past it. What that does is give us hope. And I think it's super important. Like our Lord, I don't know that he could have humanly done what he did without the knowledge of the resurrection. Why just suffer aimlessly in agony on this cross and die? Neat. No, for the joy that lie ahead of him, Christ endured the cross. Okay, it's the same with us. As we begin this Lenten journey, we begin with the end in mind, the goal. And that goal is not the cross, it's the resurrection. To get there, we got to go through the cross and the desert. All right, this is helpful because we don't just take off on this 40-day journey in the desert and just wander aimlessly. That's what the Israelites did for 40 years. Once they lost sight of the promised land, they aimlessly wandered in the desert. We're not like that. Right? We've got the experience of the resurrection already, and so we shoot past it. And the beauty of this, and the reality too, I guess, is it does cost us our lives. I wish there were another way to experience the resurrection, but there's not. We have to die. That's the reality of it. And our Lord says it, whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. The deal is we don't have to wait till we're dead to experience this. We don't have to, this isn't just like vain practice for the day we die. No, we experience it now. The more we die to ourselves now, the more we can already experience the resurrection in this life. So I think that's what we can glean out of this Lenten experience is death to self and life for Christ, life in the resurrection. But we don't just wander aimlessly. We get our ducks in a row. We focus on the goal of the resurrection. But to get there, we got to endure the desert and we got to endure the cross. But we don't stop there. We go through it to life. So may that be the image as we embark on this Lenten journey. May we take it seriously, this opportunity for us to, okay, how can I let go, die to those things that do not lead me closer to God? And how can I then be more purified to live in that resurrected state already?